Greetings everyone, this is Amara with my channel Eyes Wide Shut, and don't forget to check out my other channel which is called Spiritual Echelons. And if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell at the bottom of this page. Also, I have to say this as well, people need to make sure that they've got their notification bells switched on, because for some reason YouTube keeps switching off my notification bell. So it's important at your end to make sure that you keep that notification bell switched on, so that every time I drop a video, you will become aware of this. Also, I got a newsletter which will be coming out at the end of August, okay, with a lot of juicy tidbits in it. So sign up to my mailing list on eldadamara@yahoo.com. That's eldadamara@yahoo.com. If you sign up to my mailing list, then when I'm ready to send out the newsletter, you'll become aware of this. Now today I want to talk to you about being safe and being aware of your surroundings. I see a lot of people and they're walking up and down on the streets and they've got their earphones in, alright, and they're looking down at their phones. Now the thing is with this is that you're not aware of your surroundings. Once you've got your earphones in and once you're looking at your phone, you're not aware of what's going on around you. It's like your senses have then been dumbed down. I see people jogging on places like the roads, okay? And they're not paying attention to the traffic. They're not paying attention to what's going on around them. Now in the UK, we've had a lot of riots recently. Yeah, in places such as Liverpool, in places such as Manchester, Hull, Leeds, Stoke-on-Trent, Tower Hamlets in London. It's just kicking off over here big time. And there was 3 young children recently got stabbed by some teenager, right, and these kids died. Now sorry to their families, man. Sorry for their families, okay? I'm so sorry for their families. I think this happened in some kind of a youth centre or some kind of play centre, but that they think is partially the reason why these riots have been kicking off. And you've got like also the boat refugee issue, yeah, about migrants coming over here. So that's also causing a lot of friction. So you got groups like the EDL and you got the far left, I don't know if you want to call them that, and they're calling the EDL the far right. Sticking labels on groups like this, okay, doesn't help the situation. Who's labelled EDL the far right, for example? It's coming through the newspapers, and you're talking about the left. These people are immigration, okay? So that's also been kicking off a lot of things that's going on in the UK. So I'm telling people, you know, you need to be really, really aware of your surroundings. Now, when you got your earphones in, as I say, or you're looking down into your phone, tell me, are you really aware of what's going on around you? Now, you're making yourself an easy target for other people. Because if you've got an expensive phone and you've got an expensive MP3 player, you're making yourself an easy target. Where's your street sense? Man, you need to turn off your earphones. You need to stop looking in your phone as you're walking around. Because if there's a mugger out there and they see you, you're prey. You're vulnerable. So turn off your earphones. Take your earphones out. Or keep your music very low when you're listening to music. Keep your music very low. And also, stop looking down into your phones. When you're walking around with a phone in your hand, somebody could quite easily come up and snatch your phone out of your hand. They could be on a BMX bike, or they could be on one of these e-scooters, go up to you and just steal it off of you and knock you down. And another thing, don't tackle these people, okay, because they might have knives on them. So rather than losing your life, it's better to just give it up. Phones can be replaced. MP3 players can be replaced. Headsets can be replaced, but your life cannot be replaced. Your life comes first. And I can't stress enough on that. Your life comes first. You'd like to lose your life over a phone or an MP3 player when these things can be replaced? Come on, man. There's a saying, people are in love with things when things were meant to be used. People are in love with things when things were meant to be used and people were meant to be loved. things are now reversed the other way around. People are just in love with things and they're not in love with each other. Look at the state of the economy. Look at the state of what's going on. Riots everywhere in the UK. People getting stabbed up. So I'm telling you, try and be vigilant. Don't fight back over something like a phone. Because a phone can be replaced. And I say, your life cannot. So which is more important to you? Let me tell you this as well. Especially for females. When you're getting on a bus, that's if you're getting on a bus or a coach, make sure that you sit at the back. Okay, that way it's harder for people to try and jump you from behind. And you can see everything in front of you. You got a panoramic view. You can see everything. Okay? Don't go and sit upstairs on a bus, because if someone comes to a bus with a knife or a gun and starts shooting people, there's no escape route if you're sat upstairs. You're going to have to try and jump out through the back window of a bus or a coach. Now, if you're sat at the back of a bus, you've got access to the back window. And usually you've got a hammer where you can smash the glass. So sit at the back of the bus. Or sit at the front of the bus so that you've got more access to be able to get off of the bus if there was going to be some kind of attack. Don't sit upstairs. Please, do not sit upstairs if you can help it. You want to sit downstairs, either towards the front or towards the back, so that it's more easier for you to escape. If you go to a pub, if you go to a bar, if you go to a restaurant, this is another thing as well. Because we were taught about all these kinds of things doing door safe. Yeah, when I was a door security worker, we were taught things like this. When you're in a nightclub, always stand with your back to a wall so that people can't get round behind you. They can't jump you. And you've got a panoramic view. You can see everything that's around you. Okay? So make sure that you got your back to a wall. Number 2, always look around your surroundings and look for things such as emergency exits, escape routes. Look to see if there's a fire alarm bell somewhere within the building, so that if there was something that was to kick off, you could hit that fire alarm. That would send a message to 999, which is basically the emergency services in the UK. Okay, and it will alarm people that's in the nightclub that there's something that's going on, either a fire or something serious is going on. So always look out for fire alarms. Always look out for escape routes. Look for exits. When I go somewhere, the first thing that I always do when I go to a nightclub or a pub or to a restaurant, and it's just by instinct, I look around me to see where the exits are. If I go to the toilet, I look to see if there's a window in which I can climb out through, or there's a door to which I can go out. When in a restaurant, sometimes you can see the areas where the cooks are. Okay, where they're cooking the food, and usually there's some kind of exit there for the cooks because they need to bring items into the restaurant or take items out, and then things like dustbins, okay, to be able to get rid of the rubbish. So always look around you and be aware of your surroundings. It's very, very important. I'll tell you this as well. As a female, or as a male, make sure that you keep things like a whistle on you. I make sure every single family member of mine, because I bought them all whistles. Whistles? What's whistles? That's a new one. I bought them all whistles. And why did I do that? Because, as I say, there's things going on in the UK at the moment. Things are just kicking off big time. And I want them to be safe. So I bought them all whistles. So that if they were out somewhere, it could be in the middle of the night. If they got a whistle and they blow it, it might alarm people, okay? Even in the daytime, walking around somewhere and they see maybe a fight going on, they'll be able to blow the whistle and alarm people. So make sure they got a whistle. Another thing, women, make sure that you keep a rape alarm on you. Make sure you keep a rape alarm on you. You can buy these things, and I think you can probably buy them off of Amazon. And keeping things such as mace as well, okay? sprays like mace. Because if somebody jumped you, man, I just hope that you just stay safe, man. You just stay safe. Another thing, always let people know where you are. If you go out at night, even in the daytime, let people know where you are. Don't walk around at night on your own and going down dark roads. Make sure that you stay in areas that's well lit, okay? If you can, walk with your friend. Walk with your friend. Stay safe. It's very important. I'm just trying to help you. Please, keep your senses about you. Stay aware. Use your street sense. Don't wear loads of jewelry, expensive chains and things like that, because you will be making yourself vulnerable prey. There's predators out there and they're just waiting for the most vulnerable people so they can jump them and take their things from them. And don't be stupid, don't be brave and thinking, I'm going to tackle this person and they got a knife on them. That you're going to come out the winner. That you're going to come out the winner. The thing is as well, as much as some people hate the police, think about it. You call the police nowadays and how long does it take a police officer in the UK to come and investigate an incident? The police force are really down on a lot of policemen and women at the moment. They're undermanned. Let me correct that sentence. The police force at the moment are undermanned. There isn't enough people in the police force. Okay, so when you make a telephone call, don't be surprised if they don't come straight away. If you don't even see them for days sometimes. Because there's such a big strain on the police force. They're not recruiting enough people. There's more people leaving the police force than actually staying. So it's for you, and I make this paramount, it's for you to make sure that you use your own street sense. Be diligent. Be aware of your surroundings. I told you a few things that you can do. Just try and stay safe. Let people know where you are. Buy a whistle. Do not get on a bus and go upstairs if you can help it. Do not walk alone in dark places late at night. Do not show your valuables or your phones or your headphones. You're making yourself easy prey. Things were meant to be used and people were meant to be loved. But now it's the other way around. Things are being loved and people are being used. Stay safe. Anyway, this is Amara with another video, and I hope this helps some of you out there to stay safe and to stay well, and most of all to stay alive. And as I say again, I'm dropping a newsletter from the end of August. If you want this newsletter, please sign up to my mailing list and go to eldadamara@yahoo.com. That's eldadamara@yahoo.com. I shall also be going back to doing my live streams, but every fortnight. But that will be from the end of August as well. Okay? So that'll be every fortnight. Live stream. This is Amara with another video. Over and out.